It the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And, of course, Cason Wallace. It's a big day for him playing with his new Bulls teammates for the first time.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and, man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Simmons. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And it's Irving missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Jokic. And here is Simmons. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And that's the ball movement you're looking for, and Butler drills it.
Here's Jokic. There's a screen by Robinson. Back to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Kicks it out to Covington. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Duncan. Irving with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And he gets the bucket.
Man, Kyrie just has an unbelievable ability to finish in traffic.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
And as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. They're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Covington. Following the basket by Tim Duncan. Inside, Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Big-time flush from Simmons. You see how powerful he can be.
Here's Jokic. 5 points in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Simmons with it. Robinson picks him up. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Wallace looking for an opening. Back to Lillard. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Lillard outside. And the Bulls with another miss. Bucks leading by 3 by himself. And slam dunk by Butler.
Butler on the break. You can't give him any room to run, or you might get your feelings hurt.
There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Let's it fly from 18. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game. Lillard outside. Fires away from way outside. Chicago needs to get a shot on. Robinson misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Bucks on top, up by 3. And we'll be back shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Irving can't get it to go.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Shot's good by Duren.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Clingan with it. Wants to get it to Butler and does. The kick out to Irving. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Clingan. Back to Butler. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Duren. And the Bucks miss again. Chicago leading. Jokic inside. He's got 7. Lillard from outside. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Irving. And they get it. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Going right back at them. Kyrie answers with a 3 of his own. Woo.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Fox News dancing.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Pass to Robinson. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Now Irving. 7 points in the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jokic. The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been as nice.
Here's Jokic, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Bulls. To the middle. Back to Butler. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 9. Irving with the steal. Pass to Porter. Back to Jokic. Knocks it loose. Irving with the steal. For 3, Caldwell Pope. They get it back. Now, here's Butler. Guarded by Porter. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. It's good. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here's Jokic. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Known for his scoring, there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screening role.
Pass to Klingon. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Klingon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. Porter outside. To the paint. Here's Duren. Good on the shot. Duren's got 7 points for the quarter.
Good read there from Covington. Adept at realizing when to dish it to a teammate.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. There's Thomas with the three. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chicago trailing here. Porter inside. Still yet to score. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Here's Young. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Here's Wallace. Pass to Lillard. Takes a three. Good on the triple. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Got a piece of it. There's a screen by Robinson. Outside, Covington. They get the rebound. So the wing on the left. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Clock at 6. And Duren slams it in.
And a great look. Lillard always looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
Young with the ball. Robinson picks him up. And it's swinging with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Lillard outside. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jokic with it. He's got 12. Three-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And it's good for 2.
At 6'10", Simmons sees the entire floor at all times.
Lillard, right side. Pass to Jokic. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Jokic has got 14 points.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
On the wing, Irving. 14 feet away. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Wallace, right side. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Duncan. Caldwell Pope outside. In the corner, Irving with it. Outside, Butler. In the corner, Simmons with it. 6 to shoot. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Bulls. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
And you could feel the slot from here. Simmons packs a punch on these blocks.
Here's Duren. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted. There's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report.
Smooth like butter. Jokic can make you pay from anywhere.
Here's Simmons. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Get yourself a round of applause.
Bulls trailed by 3.
Substitution. David Robinson. Otto Porter.
41 seconds left in the third quarter.
Batum.
Pass to Thomas. And here is Robinson. Butler with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back.
So fluid in the open floor. Love seeing Simmons look to score in these situations.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. They're outside. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game. Tipped away. Thomas with the steal. They're in high post. Here's Porter. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets.
44, the Bulls. 42.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Milwaukee in the lead. Right side, Simmons. Irving for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
The corner 3 by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it.
On the wing, Batum. Duran a screen. Back to Batum. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Here's Duran. Nice D from Duncan.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more often times than not.
Duran. Back to Thomas. Pass to Robinson. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's Irving missing.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And Robinson throws it down.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Outside Irving. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
When you play with stars like LeBron, Harden, KD, well, Kyrie has learned how to operate off the ball.
Robinson misses. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Butler. Pass to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
no doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better.
Lillard outside. Knocks down the three ball.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Duncan at the elbow. The kick outside to Butler. Duncan, a screen. Down low. And Duncan throws it down.
Terrific recognition there from Butler. Outstanding at slicing passes through the D in that pick and roll.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Wallace left side. Lillard outside. Over Butler. Oh, they get it back. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Wallace. On deep. Robinson misses. Bucks leading by 4. On the wing, Irving. Back to Duncan. Jokic with the steal. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Robinson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Robinson's got 4 this quarter. Up top, Simmons. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Duncan right side. Left side, Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Over Robinson. And it's Butler missing.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced him into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off. Really out of the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Duncan left side. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Jokic. The slam by Jokic. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Duncan scanning the floor. Outside, Simmons. Screen by Duncan. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Outside Butler. Back to Duncan. Robinson with the block. Now Jokic. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago to take the lead. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Jokic has got the first basket here in overtime for the Bulls. Outside, Simmons. The kick out to Irving. Off target from three-point range.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And here's Jokic outside. Rebound by Butler. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. From deep. And Duncan throws it down.
Now, Kyrie has the ability to rack up a ton of assists. He knows how to find the open man.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Warrior box breaker crew.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. Now here's Waltz. Out left to the wing. Nobody near Lillard. And the Bulls with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
Here's Irving from the low block. Duncan outside for Simmons. Duncan, a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Here's Robinson. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Let's give a big hand to the Ultimate Hikers. Here by Coach Drew.
On defense, Milwaukee. To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Caldwell Pope outside. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Caldwell Pope got it all tied up now for the Bucks. And here's Jokic. Butler with the steal. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Here's Duncan. Yes!
Good to see a player going all out in the games this time.
You know, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Over to the left wing. There's a screen by Robinson. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the trifecta.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket. Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, but he still delivered.
Lillard, right side. Money!
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Ben Simmons.
He's able to hit the second one, and that ties the game up.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Here's Jokic. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so we are tied again. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. Outside Butler. Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Lillard scanning the floor. There's a screen by Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside Irving. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
In the corner, Irving with it. fadeaway.
And this is Irving's role, a natural scorer who understands when that mid-range J opens up, he's got to fire.
To the middle. It's tipped. Pass to Wallace. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Duncan with the block. And here we go. It's Butler. Here's Irving. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That is a huge shot from Kyrie Irving. That is a huge shot from Kyrie Irving. This is why his team turns to him in these moments. Trust me, I know.
Lillard outside. Jokic a screen. To the paint. Outside Irving. Pass to Butler. Inside. And taken away by Wallace. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to one. And Jokic stops them both. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here's Irving. Pass to Caldwell Pope. A three ball. And the three ball is good.
And there you go. A confident scorer. KCP coming up big when they need it. Coming off a big game. His confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
When it ain't close, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And you talk about coming through at the most crucial moment. What a job to tie this thing up.
Outside Irving. Covington with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to Jokic. 4 on the clock. Lets the three fly. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Who are the Pacers?
So with overtime 2 in the books, the game is still not over. Overtime number 3 coming up. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Robinson on the wing. There's a screen by Robinson. Outside runner. Jokic, no good. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points in the quarter.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Lillard outside. And the Bulls with another miss. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Irving. They set the pick. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Fantastic job attracting the defense's attention. That's just what Kyrie Irving does. And he also understands how to get the whistle while shooting.
And so Irving nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
There's a screen by Covington. And it's Jokic missing.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Irving up top. Butler from outside. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Lillard outside. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Bucks leading by 7. Outside Irving. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Outside Irving. It's up a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Lillard. Get the shot. Duncan grabs the rebound. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Irving. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throw now.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so the Bucks take the win. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned. And I tell you what, they got to feel